Sorry, I'm late, guys. I'm sorry about that. I had a little bit of technical difficulties. Um, so StreamYard is changing its policies. Yeah, I use StreamYard, as you guys know. StreamYard is changing its policies and increasing its prices to double what they are now. So StreamYard typically costs like $50 a month. Now it's going to be turning to like 100 and something a month. Can you guys believe that? These people are insane. Okay, so it's the same service, but they're charging me double the price now. This makes no like. I guess that's the inflation now, isn't it? Hold on one second. Let me get So I'm down. I came down to the tea room so that I could be with you guys. Instead, I know I feel weird. I feel like you can't see me, and I'm trying to adjust. How's that? All right. I'm trying to adjust so you guys can see me good, but it's not working. All right. Let me say hello to you all. Hello. Is there an alternative to them? That's what I'm looking for. If any of you guys know an alternative streaming service, I would love to move. Me and the rest of my management will love to move. Welcome to Bidenomics. I know. She always says, "Hi, Aaron. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Mr. Renegade. What to oof?" You says, "What you say? I believe it." Yes, seriously. Hello, Zilich. Hello. Hello, Thomas. Better late than never. Well, at least somebody is appreciative, even if I am late. Hello, PNC. I'm not saying your name. You need to change your name, sir. Get it together. Get it together. Your future employer might see your name and make some employment decisions based on that name, okay? Hi, Mr. Oops, sorry. What is going on here? You see what I'm saying? The service is not even good, yet they charge me double the money. Okay. Hello, Sword. It says colorful tonight. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. All right. I know I usually wear black. I understand. I usually wear black. But I have been trying to expand my horizons. It's getting dusk right now, so I am starting to feel a little bit more alive, but I have an appointment now at 8 o'clock my time to go get fixed. So, to go get fixed, to go get spayed. I will be getting spayed tonight. No, I'm going to get my back fixed tonight at 8 o'clock. So, me and you all can stay for like an hour and a half at most. But so I called the Russian lady. She wasn't available last night. So last night I had to sleep very, very uncomfortable. You guys know. But I called her today and she was out of the country. I I know it's mean to force somebody to come back into the country just because of me and my back problems, but I told her, I said, listen, I can't do it. You got it. She said, I'll be back Monday. I said, no, come back now. Do it now. And she came back early just for me. Just for me. So I appreciate her very, very much. And I will give her a very, very good tip. I will give her very, very good money because she came back just for me. But I still have not gotten my back fixed yet. But I am doing better. I've taken half a bottle of Tylenol and another half a bottle of Advil. My liver hates me, but I'm feeling wonderful. So, yeah, liver damage never felt so good. I mean, I'm not even a drinker, for crying out loud. Why? Like, I'm not even a drinker, and how would I have such a crusty liver? Oh well. Nonetheless, guys, welcome over. Happy Sunday. I'm going down to the bottom of the comments. Amita's version of spring is coming. So, you know what? Aaron? You are so right because you are right. I'm finally getting happy. You're right. I have been in depression. I've been in mourning since the end of June. Since the end of June, I have been in absolute mourning. You are so right, Aaron. I didn't even realize what it was. I was like, I feel like I'm in a such better mood now. I actually want to bring out my bright colors and wear nice things and put ribbons in my hair. You're right. You're right. It's because my season is finally here. Death is upon us. Listen, stop. When it's the Halloween color, I don't celebrate much. I mean, let's okay, all right. I want to hear you guys. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. What is your favorite holiday? All of you guys, give me your favorite holiday, and I'll go through it in turn. But I want to tell you guys something. I'm Muslim, right? I'm very Muslim. Okay, don't you forget it. Me as a Muslim, we are not supposed to celebrate any of these haram holidays. Okay, all the Christmas is pagan. We all know that. I mean, even Christians know that, but they still love Christmas. Thanksgiving is whatever. Probably Thanksgiving will be the actual holiday. It's actually a real holiday for us. Not for us, but whatever. Valentine's Day is stupid. St. Patrick's Day is whatever. And all the other ones, except New Year's. Me, as a Muslim, the only holiday of the infidels that I have loved all my life, you infidels, is Halloween. Halloween, not because I love October, because I'm born in October. No, I love Halloween because it seems like a holiday that is not forcing you to be happy. You know what I mean? All the other holidays seem to force you to be happy. You guys have to be happy, celebrate, Merry Christmas, happy this, happy that. At least with Halloween, it's one of the holidays that you can be depressed and you still fit in. Stupid, right? It's the devil's holiday. No, it's not. No, okay, no, it's not. Don't say that, because Samael is in the comments, and Samael, he knows everything about Halloween, and he will tell you All Hallows Eve and all the things. He'll give you guys the whole history of Halloween. It is not the devil's holiday. That's a myth. That's not true. And I tell you what, if I were an infidel like you guys, if I were an infidel, I would love Halloween. Halloween would be all month of October and half of September for me. I know it's haram. I know haram, but I still welcome the children to my home when they're doing the trick or treat. I still welcome them to my home. Yeah, I don't give them candy, but I want to see them. I want to see what they're wearing. Don't worry, I give them other things. Don't worry. I'm not going to tell you guys what I give them, but I'm not allowed to really give them candy because we're not allowed to celebrate the holiday because we're Muslim. But I give them other things. Don't worry. No. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I give them money, but whatever, because we're not allowed to technically give them candy. We're not allowed to celebrate the holiday, but I do give them money. So, and they let me look at their outfits and all that. So, I mean, I love the dang holiday. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on because, yeah. Aaron, you're an October baby? What day? What day are you? October is my month because I am born on the 1st of October, which means October is my month officially. Those born on the 1st of a month can claim reign over the entire month. And I was born on the 1st, so I claim reign of the entire month of October. Because I couldn't have been born on a 2 or a 3. I had to be number 1. I'm stupid. I'm just, I don't know whatever. You guys. Oh, 29. Oh, you don't count. Nope, Aaron, you don't count. You don't count. You want to know why you don't count? Because you're not a Libra. You're not a Libra. I know, haram. We're not supposed to believe in I don't believe in the Zodiacs, but I actually like the I don't know, the clubbiness of it. Like, oh, I'm in the Libra club, or I'm in the whatever club. I know. But yeah, you don't count, Aaron. Well, yeah, you do count. But you're not like a fool. You know what I mean? Samael, at least, is a Libra. I know. I'm sorry. You said, because you're number 1, take pride. I'm number 1. I win. I win. Oh, Mr. Renegade, I'm sorry. I denounced my birth month of June. You know why. You need to take your month back. All of those June babies, you need to take your month back. Do not let them ruin your special month because they want to be faggots on that month. Listen, take your month back. Let them know who that month actually belongs to. Okay? Don't let them do that to you guys. It says, I am a conqueror then, not telling the month. The Scorpio shade. June here. I love June people. I love people born in June. Now, I don't believe in the zodiac bullcrap. I don't really believe in that. But every person that I know that's born in the month of June has been friends with me. And it's hard to make friends with me. I know it doesn't seem like it with you guys, but it really is. In real life, it's very hard to get close to me. But people born in June have always been kind of special to me. And this day in particular, November 22 and November 23. I've met many, many people born on November 22 and November 23. And those people in particular have always been very special to me. Also, people born on the 23rd, whatever month it is, but the 23rd, if you're born on the 23rd of that month, somehow you are good with me. I don't know why that is. I don't believe in the zodiac stuff. Okay, so don't take it that way. It's just something about it. It's a coincidence, I guess. Oh, you're a July baby. Gemini, stand up. That Michael says, I was born the month of the Cupid. February, I don't know anybody really met. I know one person born in February, only one. So, oh, your birthday is Pearl Harbor? I was supposed to be born on September 11th, but I was born October 1. I was born late. But he said it is really hard to make friends with Amir. I already told them, they get it. I think they believe me when I tell them. It says both my parents and my best friend are June babies. Wow. I don't know why. Okay. Let's move on. He says, have you met anyone born on February the 25th? No, but I have met somebody born on February the 29th. So not the 25th, but the 29th. What is your Chinese zodiac? Slay. I am. Oh, I gotta look it up. 1 second. I don't remember what I am. I think it was. Before I actually look it up, I want to try to remember. I want to see if I can remember. I think I was supposed to be either rabbit or ox. So rabbit or ox. So let me look it up. Okay. 19. Oh, yeah. Ox. Fire ox. The fire ox. That's what my Chinese animal is. Yeah. So fire ox. Should we see what that means? I'm scared to know. Let's see. These born in the early years are said to be strong-willed and stubborn, but reliable, methodical, and ambitious. They work hard, they value family, and they have a structured approach to life. Let me see. The ox symbolizes fertility and prosperity through diligence and determination. Barack Obama is a fellow ox. Walt Disney is an ox, and Margaret Thatcher. Their steadfast nature and work ethic have led to tremendous success across many fields. Okay. Okay, here's the weaknesses of the ox. The weaknesses is that they are impatient, irritable, and quick to temper, impulsive, make reckless decisions. Hey, listen, wait, just wait a second. They have difficulty empathizing with others. All right, this is bullcrap. I don't believe none of this stuff. I don't believe none of it. It's not me. That's not me, first of all. So I don't care what. Listen, I don't care what. Yeah. Seriously, seriously. It says, "Wow, don't care." Plus, you're a woman, just like a woman, just like a woman. Uh, okay. He says, "I am lightning tiger. My Chinese animal is orange chicken, not the chicken." My mother has the same Chinese zodiac as I do. So that means she had you at 24 years old or 12? Because it's 12 years, right? Separation. Each time is 12 years. Oh, 3D. Big Mike. Big Mike. 3G. 3G, stop it. Big Mike. Go to the naughty corner. Go to the naughty corner right now. I'm not, and that's not, first of all, I don't need you guys to. Mr. Renegade says he's monkey. I'm sorry. That wasn't supposed to be funny. I'm sorry, Mr. Renegade. You know, it's all love. That's not what I meant. Mr. Renegade. Oh my god. You know when I think about an ox? When I think about ox, I think about big, bulky animal that eats grass all day and you can't move him. You know what I mean? You can't force him to move. You can't force him to work. You can't force him to do anything. But the ox, when he wants to work and move, and he wants to work and move for you, is your best companion. You know, is the best thing that you could ever have because the ox is the moneymaker. He's the one who brings fortune to the home because of his work. The ox. So that's what I believe when I think about oxes and all. You are big and bulky. God darn it, I thought I was light as a feather, stiff like a board. Light as a feather, stiff like a board. I guess not. I guess my bulkiness is showing. What sort? He says, all star signs are a grift. Make your own signs and sell it. Make lots of moolah. Moolah. Okay, are you guys ready? Oh, nuke. And farts into the ozone layer. No. Oh, and big poo-poos. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I don't, guys. I poop like a rabbit. So I know that's not the healthiest of poo-poos, but whatever. But yeah, rabbit poo is what I do. And I know it's not healthy. I know that means something's wrong with your digestive system, but it is what it is. I mean, sometimes rabbit. Hello, cool cat. Don't worry about what we're talking about. We're changing the subject now. What? Listen, okay. You guys are the ones who called me an ox. Okay. You guys called me an ox. I think if this is a fair trial, I have a right to respond. If this trial is fair. Okay. Don't make me look like I'm the nasty one here. I'm not nasty. And for those just entering here, welcome to the Exile Lioness 2. And don't worry about the conversation that we're just having. It's, don't rewind. Let's just move on. Let's move forward. We are changing the subject. All right? We are changing the subject. Drink more water. Maybe that's it. I don't know what it is, but it's like pebbles. That's what it is. What, Samuel? What? Okay. I'm just, oh my God. We are changing the subject, okay? I'm not here to talk about my health issues, okay? I'm not here to talk about my health problems. I'm really not. All right, listen, let's go to the list that Larry has generously provided us. All right, let's move on to the list. The list, I think I'm going to end up deleting this stream. All right, so look, just because I don't think it's because I'm dehydrated. I don't think that's why. I don't think it's because I'm dehydrated. I think it's because, all right, here's the list. In the news, I'm not dehydrated. I drink a crap ton of water. Well, not as much as I should, but I think I drink at least 2 bottles a day. And when I say bottles, I don't mean a bottled water or plastic water. I mean, okay, so here we go. I want to see if we have any LGBTQIA plus pedos plus everything sick news. I actually have a very nice diet, in case you guys didn't know. I eat plenty of veggies and green and organic. I grow most of my food right here outside of my home. New York. Let's go to New York. The state of New York. New York governor's aide has been discovered to be a Chinese agent. Do you guys remember that I told you that we are already invaded by many, many nations, and especially with this border wide open and, on and popping as it is a threat to our security. But we have already been invaded by China, Iran, Palestine, all of these other nations that really don't like us very much, or who think that they would do a better job at running the world than us. New York governor's aide has been discovered to be a Chinese agent. Her name is Linda Sun. Linda Sun or Sun. New York Governor Kathy Hochul's deputy chief of staff and her husband, Chris Hu, were arrested after authorities discovered that both were acting as undisclosed Chinese agents. Sun held several positions in New York State's government prior to her arrest, including an undisclosed position with Andrew Cuomo's administration. You guys already know what happened to Andrew Cuomo. According to the prosecutors, Sun blocked Taiwanese government representatives from accessing the governor's office. So she was doing the bids of China through American government. So she blocked Taiwanese government representatives from accessing the governor's office and molded the state's governmental messaging to align with the CCP's priorities. Sun reportedly even attempted to arrange a trip to China. She planned to arrange a trip to China for a high-level New York politician. Her husband, Chris Hu, was also charged with a money laundering conspiracy to commit bank fraud and misuse of means of identification, which could also be translated as identity fraud. In return for their spy activities, Sun and her husband, Hu, received help for Chris Hu's business activities in China. That's strange. So they received help for their business activities in China. And they also received tickets to the Chinese orchestra and ballet groups, ballet shows, and In addition, a CCP chef prepared a special duck dish and delivered it to Sun's parents. So this is a CCP chef, personal chef for the CCP. And he made a special duck dish and delivered it to this girl's parents, or this woman's parents, rather. The couple then laundered the financial proceeds they reaped and bought a condo in Hawaii for $1.9 million, along with luxury cars, including a 2024, or you could say 2024, a 2024 Ferrari. Italian garbage. Wow, sorry. Sorry. Did they say Ferrari? Italian garbage. Italian recycle. I'm sorry. Yeah, Ferraris are just not okay. But I know a lot of people like Ferraris, so okay, I'll leave that there. But as we all know, we are already infiltrated in the government by China, Iran, Palestine, and a couple of other nations that would love nothing more than to see us fail and fall disgracefully. Governor Newsom, my governor in California, the California Reparations Squad was right hooked with a bitter defeat earlier this week. And this was all courtesy of Governor Gavin Newsom. How could that be? What happened? Well, turns out that Gavin Newsom is currently being accused of stalling on key slavery reparations bills on the last day of the legislative session. How could he ever stall on the most important priority of his job position is to get Black people their money. It's my money and I need it now. Democrat State Senator Stephen Bradford and other activists/advocates asserted that Newsom's aides pushed to dramatically narrow the proposal to create a state reparations agency. State reparations agency. That sounds like CCP-ish. That sounds like leftist brown shirts walking around talking about how you need to donate to, or not donate, not even donate, because donations are options. This is part of your taxes, white people. White people, knock, knock, knock. Hello, happy Sunday morning, because they would do some crap like that, show up at people's houses at Sunday morning. Knock, knock, knock. Happy Sunday morning. Just the disrespect. Hi, have you paid your white people tax today? Have you? Have you? Here, let me get this sheet of, I don't know, brown paper bag. Let's put it next to your skin. You're lighter than this paper bag. You should be paying your white people tax. Have you paid your white person tax today? Have you? Have you? Okay, well, if you haven't, then there's going to be my good old friends here. Yeah, IRS, and who's that? Is that the SWAT team and the police? Yeah, you're going to the prison. Anyway, this state senator, Stephen Bradford, and other advocates asserted that Newsom's aides pushed to dramatically narrow the proposal to create a state reparations agency. And as a result, the agency would be limited to merely studying reparations and not actually enforcing them. Oh, how lovely. So, because of his stalling, the State Reparations Agency is now merely a social study group, not actually a group backed by the government to take people's money and give it to Blacks. Newsom's drafted amendment included giving $6 million to California State University to study how to implement recommendations from the state's task force on reparations, which is just a long word for absolutely nothing. I don't know why they have to use all these special words. Oh, here, let's say it again. Implement recommendations from the state's task force on reparations, which means absolutely nothing. I wasted my time, my spit, and my oxygen just to say that sentence is dumb. But this task force on reparations includes confirming the status of a person seeking reparations. So I guess that's, you have to find a way to confirm that the person who is seeking reparations is black enough, or you have to confirm that they were once slaves. How does this confirmation process work? That's what I want to know. What would be the process that they would use to confirm if a person is eligible to get reparations? Were you once a slave? Was your grandmother a slave? Do you know a slave? Has anyone complained about being victims of slavery? Do you have the slavery trauma? Because this is true. This is true now. There have been studies out there saying that there's a trauma gene inside of Black people because of slavery. So that trauma gene creates people that are somehow triggered by certain things because of slavery, even though they never were slaves, they never know any slaves, and they know nothing about slavery. But somehow they are triggered because of this slavery trauma gene that appeared after their ancestors were slaves. Now, let me ask you, does that mean that the Jewish have a Holocaust trauma gene too? Do they? Does anybody else have a trauma gene? Or is that only the Black people? I wonder. Do we? Do I? Oh, who knows? Who knows? Says every people was. Every people were slaves at some point. So that means all of us have this slavery trauma gene, don't we? If it is actually a thing. But there have been people who are self-proclaimed smart, people with letters behind their names like MD and psychologist and, doctor this and doctor that. People who are so-called smart out there saying that there is actually a gene inside of Black people because of slavery, that it changed their DNA in some kind of way that makes them respond differently to certain stresses because of slavery. But did they ever test any other race for that gene? Or is this something that they made up because it sounds good? I believe this is all made up. I'm sorry. I am Dr. Suka. Right. Look, my name. Exiled Lioness. MD. MD. MD stands for Maryland. No. A reminder that we enslaved ourselves before giving them to America. Oop. Don't say that now. Don't zealage. Zealage, you're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to say. That is the single dumbest thing I've heard this week. Well. Samael, hold your horses because the week is not yet done and I have something else very dumb to share with you. Let me take down your comment for a second so I can go to the next thing. Hold on. I have more dumb things to share with you, so hold on. Now, regarding this task force, Gavin Newsom did have a defender in the form of Black Caucus Chair Lori Wilson, who firmly stated that, and I quote, "There was no way, shape, or form that the Newsom administration recommended further study." Despite Wilson's assertion, however, Black activists weren't convinced. Newsom was warned that his lack of action would have a direct impact on his friend, Kamala Harris. Heels up, Harris. Now, if he doesn't react right now and grant Black people their reparations, that his lack of action would have a direct impact on his so-called friend, Kamala Harris's campaign, if state Democrats refuse to sign off on the two bills that would hand out reparations. An activist declared that the Black community has been, quote unquote, been waiting for this for 400 years. And another said, "We owe it to our ancestors to get this money." what did I tell you guys? We're going up against people who believe that they are making history. They're making history. They are pleasing their ancestors by getting this money from the white folk. They are making history by making a black woman president, supposedly black woman, because she just became black a year or two ago. They are supposedly making history by making the first female president of the most powerful nation on this planet. They're making history, guys. And we, as Trump maggots, us as MAGA maggots, we need to not stop them. What are we doing? We are just going to put another white male in the presidency. We've already seen so many white males. Like, guys, I think we are the ones who are regressive, right? Us MAGA maggots, we just keep doing the same things over and over again, and it's nothing changing, right? We keep on putting the white man in the presidency again and again. They have a plan to do something way better than what we are planning. Their idea has nothing to do with policies, personality, integrity. That has nothing to do with the presidency. We are trying to make history. I'm sorry, not we. They are trying to make history. We are merely stopping them. We're holding them back from being great. New York, the state of New York. Let's get out of California for a second. New York is paying illegals to leave the shelters. New York City is reportedly bribing illegal invaders with $4,000. Did I just say $4,000? $4,000. When the average veteran receives about $1,300 a month to survive on, they are giving illegal cockroaches. I'm just going to say, I'm sorry, Samael. I'm sorry. I know you're mad, whatever. They are paying illegal cockroaches $4,000, which is 3 times almost what they give veterans in this nation. Veterans who have actually lost limbs, lost their sanity for this country. And they are giving illegal cockroaches $4,000 freaking dollars to what? To what? They're giving them $4,000 to leave city shelters and move on into permanent housing. Samael, you said that was the thing that we said before was the stupidest thing that you've heard this week. Are you not impressed with what I just told you? Are you not impressed here? I think you should be effing impressed right now, Samael. New York is reportedly bribing illegal invaders, illegal cockroaches, with $4,000 to leave the city shelters and move on to permanent homes, permanent housing. The program that has been named Asylee Move Out Assistance, it was created to alleviate some of the costs that the city has already spent on illegals, which at this point it's over $5 billion. That's nothing, right? The $4,000 is meant to cover an invader's deposit, first and last month's rent, and household items. So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. So you telling me that all this time we've had the money to give people deposit, first and last month's rent, and extra money for household items. We've had the funds to do this whole time, but we didn't for the people that deserve it. We didn't do that for them, but we can do that. So oh, don't you just all right, I'm gonna just keep on reading. To qualify for the program, the illegal cockroach must first find and secure housing outside of the shelter and provide a lease or a rental agreement. I'm just, oh my God, I'm so fed up. All right, guys, hold on, wait. I just came to see what you guys are saying because I needed to. I needed a small distraction for a second because reading this article is making me. All right. To qualify for the program, an invader must first find and secure housing outside of the shelter and provide a lease or rental agreement. Up to now, to date, 150 families have somehow qualified. Somehow, some way, 150 illegal cockroach families have qualified. Somehow, some way, they are able to get leases, sign contracts, agreements, put their signature on things when we don't even know who the F they are. They're allowed to do that. They're allowed to say that they are going to be responsible for renting a place, even though we don't know who they are. Because in most places, to live in a place, you need a social security number. So who are these places that are giving these illegal cockroaches? I don't know. I'm mind blown. I'm mind blown. I can't believe that this. It just goes to show that you guys, we don't need to be faithful to the system. We really don't. Because the system will turn around and give you the middle finger whenever they want to. The system is meant, I hate to say it, and this has nothing to do with race. This isn't like, oh, the white man is holding the black man down. No. This is about something different. This is rules and regulations that us as American citizens follow because we believe in the system that we have here. We follow those rules and we believe in it and we respect it because we think that there's a reason behind it and that those reasons will be respected and it's part of civility, right? That's the reason why we follow the rules. But we can have people who come into our country, give a very long middle finger to the rules, and they can be awarded with things that you worked your arse off to achieve, but they can be awarded these things for nothing. Not even for nothing, for doing bad. You do bad and then you get a reward. Keep up the bad work, right? This is why I say do not give your full trust into the government because they don't give their full trust in you. They don't give a damn about you, and they will do anything to you at the drop of a dime. They will do anything to you. And you being faithful to them and saying, well, I'm just going to make sure I always log all the money that I earn. I'm going to pay all my taxes diligently and do the I'm going to say it. They are fucking us. I'm sorry I said it. Sorry. But they are. It's true. I mean, and we sit here and we're like, I just want to be a good citizen. I pay my taxes and I do the things that the system asks me to do so I can live a good life. But for what? Guys, Hide your monies. Hide your monies. Any monies that you can hide, hide. Sorry. Samael. Samael. Sometimes naughty corner right now. Naughty corner. Samael. Sometimes you just have to go the extra mile, right? Because that wasn't necessary. We already understood what I meant by they're effing us, but you just had to go the extra mile and make sure that the trauma was just a little bit more cold and bitter, right? You just had to make sure that the trauma just really hit you right there in the spot, right in the kidney. Just Samael, Brock says they're replacing us. No, Brockstar. You know what I think? I could be wrong, but this is what I think. I think that they are having these people come, right? And once they are used for the purpose that they're here for, that they will be disregarded. I don't think that they are going to continue to give them all these things and provide them with all these things after the election. Do you? That's what I believe. I believe that they are going to use them until they can't use them anymore. And then once their time is done, because we all know that, I'm not even going to say the left or the right, the powers that be, who are both on the left and right, the powers that be, they will Cuomo you. You guys remember what they did to the Cuomos? You guys remember? The Cuomos were lefty royalty. They were leftist royalty. And what did they do to them 3 years ago? They burned them to the ground. They burned their name. They burned everything. They got thrown out of their job like dogs. They threw their stuff out on the ground and spit on them. They were lefty royalty. And you saw what they did to Biden. Look what they did to Biden. Biden was covered with the blood of Jesus almost by the left. Well, they don't believe in Jesus, but you guys understand. They were covered. They wouldn't let anything bad be exposed by Biden, not the laptop secrets and everything. And now what? Now what happened? Last year, the end of last year, they absolutely just, and now what? They sent him to have that debate with Trump just so the world could see how when they are done with you, they drop you like a bad habit. So I think the same thing is going to happen to the little illegal cockroaches. I think they're bringing them here. They're promising them many things. They're taking care of them for now, but they better work. They better work in November and do what they've been brought here to do. And once that's finished, they're going to Cuomo them. They're going to do the same thing that they did to the Cuomos. That's what I think. But I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because from what I've seen, the powers that be, they just use you until they can't use you no more. And then there you go. Like garbage. They're political cannibals. But see, this is why I say it's not even a left or right thing, although it is more common on the left. It's right people doing this too, okay? Don't believe that the right is good. It's the powers that be. And these people, oh my gosh. The way they did the Cuomos, that was the funniest crap ever. It was the funniest thing ever. They released everything about the Cuomo, about the brother, the younger brother one. They talked about him like an absolute gremlin dog. Oh my gosh. And it was amazing to watch. His marriage falling apart, him losing his job, losing his grand position as oh my gosh. I loved it. I loved every moment of it because he knew that he was untouchable until they dropped him. And then, oh, pobrecito. Pobrecito. All right, let me see. I have something else for you guys. Hold on. All right. regarding this, regarding the mortgage bills, right? Here we go. I want to tell you guys this. To qualify for that program that I was telling you guys about in New York, the illegals must qualify and find and get secure housing outside of the shelter and provide a lease or rental agreement. And 150 families have somehow qualified. That's why I told you guys. I don't know how the heck they're qualifying. I don't know who is allowed, but whatever. And any invader or illegal that leaves a shelter and they try to return will be ineligible for the program going forward. Oh my gosh. So Gavin Newsom has vetoed that mortgage bill that would have given illegal invaders $150,000 to purchase a home, courtesy of California taxpayers, of course. That $150,000 that was going to be given to illegal cockroaches was from the California taxpayers, us. How lovely. Gavin Newsom cited funding concerns as the main reason behind this veto. He said, expanding program eligibility must be carefully considered within the broader context of the annual state budget. That is to ensure that we manage our resources effectively. And now the Republicans are coming. The Republicans are coming. The Republicans are coming. What was the guy? What's his name again? The one who said the British are coming. The British are coming. Well, the same guy. The Republicans are coming. Gavin Newsom has reportedly been warning his fellow Democrats about providing cannon fire or fodder for Republicans during an election year by urging them to, quote unquote, tamper down the raging culture wars rather than provoke them with hot button issues like reparations, because reparations is a hot button issue, of course. So he says to the Democrats, do not provide those Republicans with cannon fire. Don't do that during an election year. So what we're going to do is tamper down the raging culture wars, and we're not going to bother them with reparation issues during an election year. This is the way that we save ourselves the embarrassment of having to explain why that money is going, where that money is going to be going, and how we're going to be obtaining it. Governor Mayorkas blames Texas for border trouble. The Department of Homeland Security, he's the secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. His name is Alejandro Mayorkas. I said Governor Mayorkas. I'm sorry, guys. I said governor or whatever. I meant Alejandro Mayorkas. So Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas is blaming the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott. He's blaming his border policies for America's border issues, calling them unprecedented and have at times caused havoc. During an interview on Friday with White House correspondent Laura Barrion Lopez, Mayorkas clarified this opinion. He said, "This is the first time in my 20 to 22 years of government service that I see a state act in direct contravention of national interest." Mayorkas was referring to Governor Abbott's illegal invader bus policy, which both called the bluff of self-declared sanctuary cities, which was created in defiance of the national interest, of course. And this opened the eyes of naive Democrat voters who had no idea what border states were actually going through until Governor Abbott had sent those illegal aliens by bus to those sanctuary cities and sanctuary states. At one point, Mayorkas asked a question about Abbott's motives, which were laid out by the Texas governor from the beginning. Still, Mayorkas asked, is it purely to wreak havoc and disorder in the receiving communities to make... What the hell? You see, this is the reason why I say we have a djinn in this house. I swear there's a djinn. There's a djinn in this house. I am so done. Oh my God. Oh my God. There is nothing here and something just went flying. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hold on a second, guys. I don't know what went flying, but no one else is here. It's us alone, and I'm so glad I got this on camera because I have told my family that this happened. They didn't believe me, and I'm so glad this is on camera. I'm telling you guys, like, this happens all the time. And it's always me. I'm alone and then this happens. And I'm always alone when this happens. And that's why I'm glad it's on camera. I am so happy. We are so saving this stream. I was going to delete it because of the butt talk, but you know what? I'm going to keep it. Oh, for those of you guys who are just arrived here, there was no butt talk earlier. I misspoke. There was, yeah. So that was yeah. So I was going to delete it, but I'm so saving it now because now I get to prove that something went flying. I don't know. You guys rewind the stream. Something went flying. Oh my God. Why did the shot? There's nothing there. It's a corner there. And over here, there's nothing. There's just a desk there, like a small desk. That's why I said there's nothing behind me, but something went flying right here. Yeah, no. This is what I'm talking about. This is what, no, Suka, no, you better not click. All right, see, you guys take everything as a joke. It's not a joke. Something keeps happening. Oh my God. All right, whatever. I'm not. You guys think everything is just funny. You guys, it made me jump too, Yakub. He said that made me jump. Yakub, my heart jumped because I didn't know what the heck, because I was so focused on our article. And then, all right, here we go. Let's just get back to what we're talking about. I don't want to think about it right now, okay? Let's just get back to what we're doing. If it happens again, I'm going to move somewhere else. Okay. I'm so glad this is on camera. I'm so glad. All right, here we go. So, during an interview on Friday with White House correspondent Laura Barrion Lopez, Mayorkas clarified his opinion. And he said that this is the first time in my 20 to 22 years of government service that I see a state act in direct contravention of national interests. And he was talking about what the border states have to go through and showing the naive Democrat voters what it was. But at some point, Mayorkas asked a question about Governor Abbott's motives, which were laid out, of course, from the beginning by Governor Abbott. But he still asked anyway, and he said, is it purely to wreak havoc and disorder on the receiving communities just to make a political point? And he said that right before declaring that the bus policy, the illegal immigrant busing, when he bused them to the sanctuary cities, he said, the bus policy, reeked of economic havoc that was intentionally caused by this governor. Meanwhile, in Texas, Border Patrol agents saw a historic number of illegal cockroaches being arrested at the border until Texas took action. Now, this was the action that resulted in the lowest number of illegal invader apprehensions since 2020, which doesn't mean that they aren't coming. It just means that they are no longer being stopped. So that is that, and I'll move on to something else. This is the last article I'm going to give you guys because I'm freaked out right now. I don't feel comfortable anymore. I feel drafts of air coming past me. I don't feel comfortable right now. Something is weird, and I am not okay with this. And you guys know, listen, I want to share something with you guys really quickly before I give you guys the last story. This has been a topic in this family since we got this house. This room, this tea room in particular, I have been haunted by something in this tea room since we moved here. And I had told the family, every time I'm alone here, something gets thrown in this room. And they kept on telling me that I was just joking, that I was trying to make the family scared, or I was trying to, play game. I told them no. Even once when something got thrown, I called them to the tea room. They came and I said, look, that thing on the floor, I didn't put that there. It was thrown while I was sitting here. I was taking a nap and it was thrown. And they said, oh, you put that there and you just, you're making a joke. Why would I put something on the floor? Now, this is the reason why I'm so happy that this got on camera. Now I can show them actual proof. You could see, you guys saw me. I didn't have my hands anywhere. My hands were right here in front of me. My eyes were directed fully on you guys because I was concentrated fully on you guys. There's nobody here. I am alone in this room. And something went flying right here. This is the reason why I'm telling you guys. I am so happy that this is that this was on camera. So yeah, so I would give you guys the last article and then I'm going to go because I'm not feeling comfortable anymore and I need to show this to the family. I need to send a clip of this to my husband because he didn't believe me either. And I need to show mother-in-law and brother-in-law because they all did not believe me and now they will. Well, they better believe me after that. I mean, you guys saw my hands and they know that I'm alone. Well, okay. So anyway, a judge has postponed Donald Trump's sentencing until after the election. So they are claiming to avoid any accusations of a political smear. Judge Juan Marchan has stated that he will not sentence former President Donald J. Trump until after the election. His quote goes like this: "The imposition of sentence will be adjourned to avoid any appearance, however unwarranted, that the proceeding has been affected by or seeks to affect the approaching presidential election in which the defendant is a candidate. The court is a fair, impartial, and apolitical institution." Bullshit! Sorry. I'm sorry. That was my Tourette's. My Tourette's just came out of nowhere. Oh my gosh. That was Tourette's. Tourette's. Sorry, guys. Sorry me. Excuse me. The court is a fair, impartial, and apolitical institution. Are you really? Are you really? Are you really? Are you really? Because from what I know, the majority of the judges in New York are well-known lefty lunatics. They are, and you know what else? I've noticed an increase in leftist judges. And when I say leftist judges, I mean Judges that purposefully let blacks and Mexicans go, even though they are the ones many times in communities causing mayhem. I know it sounds racist to say that, but the problem is that it's true. The reason I say this is because a lot of times it's influenced through the culture and music, and oftentimes this is how a lot of African Americans or Latinos end up being gangsters or this or that because they think it's cool. It's part of the culture. It's so a lot of times these are the people who end up in the jails and in the court system. And I've noticed that many judges are letting them go on purpose, because they're looking at their color, their skin color, when the judge should be blind. The judge should be blind and impartial. I don't even understand why judges are allowed to see the defendant. I don't think that judges should, if we really want to be fair, I don't think that judges should be allowed to even see a defendant. You know what I mean? Because being able to see them naturally will have a judge have its own biases towards said defendant. So anyway, this is the reason why I say it's absolute bullcrap, and we all know that many judges have been outright lefty lunatics, and they have been officers of the court who unfairly or unjustly rather let them go or let people go just because they don't want to seem like they are being too harsh on a certain community or another. No. A Hellraiser. Oh man, my guard is up. So sorry, I didn't mean to say the word. It just came out. But when I read that sentence, I was like, yeah, no, that is absolute garbage. It's not even garbage, it's garbage. You're so right, America. These career criminals teach and use teenagers in crime. They make it sound cool. It is an influence. It's influenced. And a lot of times, now we've already spoke about this a lot on Lapeef. When I was on the Lapeef network, we spoke about this almost every week. We spoke about how music and fatherless homes, how the children were being brought up by music and artists and rappers and singers. Those were the people who were actually the parents to children oftentimes, because the children oftentimes didn't have a father in the home. And when you don't see a man every day get up at the crack of dawn, get dressed, and go out of the home, and then come back at around dusk, dirty or tired, and you don't see that man day in and day out do that same thing, that same routine, when you don't see that, you don't have an established sense of what life really is, because women live differently. Women live a lot differently from men, and we already know this, but there's just something about having that stability of a father in the home. And fathers also bring shame to the home. You're not afraid to shame your mother. Nobody's really afraid to shame the mother, because the mother will love you no matter what. But to see the eyes of your father be disappointed or shamed is a heavier feeling than any other feeling of shaming anybody else or disrespecting or disappointing anyone. It's the father that you don't want to disappoint. The mother is always going to be happy. The mother's always going to be proud, because that's how mothers are supposed to be. Mothers are the ones who are supposed to be like, it's okay, baby, I'm here. Fathers are the ones who lay down the law. But anyway, nonetheless, we're getting off topic. Because of there not being fathers in the homes, oftentimes, in certain communities, and we already know which ones, certain communities grow up seeing men on the TV as the role model of what a man should be. If I don't look tough, if I don't speak like this, if I don't make money this way, I am not a man. It just, and this is the reason why we see certain communities get more in trouble than others. And it's not racism. It is just an observation of culture. It's not racism. to point out the truth. It's not. It's not racism. So for people who out there call me racist, I'm not a racist for noticing. I'm just not afraid to say it. I have to leave home in 15 minutes. I'm going to clip this video, clip this live stream, send it to my husband, and I'm going to get ready to go to the Russian lady's house so that she can crack my back. I'm so happy that we postponed yesterday's stream until today, because I would not have given it as much energy as I gave it today. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. I hope you all have a great week ahead of you. Summer is over in most states. This is pretty much the beginning of fall for most states. I know for my state it is. We are going from being in the 90s to being in the 60s. So fall is here for a lot of us, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy the weather change. Don't get sick. Yeah, I guess I'll see you guys on Saturday or possibly Thursday, because I might come back on Thursday instead. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I appreciate you all. And with that, I yield my time. Good night, everybody.